As of November 1st, 2012, Facebook.com released that they have reached 1 billion active monthly users. And I bet most of you in this room helped them reach that number. And as a college student, if you aren't on Facebook, I believe you should be. Today I'd like to talk to you about some of the reasons why people use Facebook, some of the benefits that come with it, and some alternative uses for Facebook. First, I want to talk about why so many people use Facebook. The largest growing age range currently is our age, 18 to 24-year-olds. And according to the Facebook Paths to Happiness by Kim and Lee from the CyberPsych Journal, 85% of all college students have a Facebook and 70% log on daily. So what keeps us coming back? Well, according to the article, Facebook Self-Affirmation by C. Toma, the most frequently identified uses and gratifications of any mass media is information, personal relationships, and diversion. And I'm pretty sure if you have a Facebook, you've used it for one of these reasons. Diversion would be if you're on Facebook instead of studying for a test you've got coming up, for finals you've got coming up. If you ever find anything on information on Facebook, like information that you didn't know before, that would be using it for information. And personal relations are messaging people or writing on their wall. But of these personal relationships, I want to know how many are actually personal. Well, a study was done by the University of California and published in the Developmental Psychology Journal. 88 students were polled on their Facebook friends. They randomly selected 20 of their friends from their list, and they were asked to put them into these categories. 27% of all of the friends fell under their acquaintances. Acquaintances are people you've met once or twice, but you don't know on a deep level. Activity is 24%, and these would be maybe teammates or classmates. 21% was close friends. These are people you've known for a long time, and you've maybe had like a heart-to-heart with them. 18% is maintained relationships, which would be people from your past, such as maybe your high school, an old job, or old classes. 4% were strangers, so they didn't know them at all, and 2% they knew online only. These statistics can show one of the reasons why so many people like using Facebook. You're able to connect with so many people and make new relationships. Another reason Facebook is so popular is because it brings self-affirmation. Self-affirmation is knowing the important aspects of yourself and bringing awareness to them. According to Facebook Self-Affirmation, when affirmed individuals realize in the grand scheme of things that they're important and worthy, little setbacks are less likely to affect them. Facebook can also capture and store memories through photos and wall posts. A user can put their best foot forward by choosing which photos they allow to be on their profile. They can also choose their profile picture, which is an easy way to share your favorite picture with all of your friends. And now that we see some reasons why people use Facebook, let's talk about the benefits that come with it. Self-esteem is a buzzword in today's educational system. And if used properly, college students could gain self-esteem from using Facebook. Mirror, Mirror on my Facebook wall was a study done on the effects of Facebook on one's self-esteem. Amy Gonzalez and Jeffrey Hancock published this in the Cyberpsychology Journal. They polled 63 students and separated them into 3 separate categories. One category went into the first room where there was a computer. For 30 minutes, they were allowed to look at their profile, look at other people's profiles, and at the end of the 3 minutes, they were allowed to keep the profile up and take a quiz based on self-esteem. The second group was also let into a room with a computer. They could look on Facebook for 3 minutes, but then when they had to take the quiz, they turned it off. However, there was a mirror in the room, so they could still see themselves. The third group was the control group. They were let into the room, they took the quiz, they left. So the results came back. The first 2 groups reported higher in self-esteem, and the first group even higher than the second. And what the people who published the study didn't tell people is if you could change anything on your profile. So they found that the people who maybe changed their profile picture or updated their status had even higher self-esteem than other people within their group. So not only is Facebook linked to high self-esteem, but it also has connections to level of happiness based on the number of Facebook friends you have. The number of Facebook friends you have can remind you that you're not alone. It's a way to reach out, and if you need something, you have people there. So now that we see the benefits of Facebook on the individual, let's look at how groups are now using Facebook. Facebook is not just a way to keep in touch with friends anymore. Police stations are now using Facebook to find information on suspects and locate criminals. The police department in Tulsa, Oklahoma now uses Facebook to encourage tips from citizens. They have now linked their tip line to their Facebook page. Citizens can make a tip from their house in their own words, and they never even have to go into the police station, which encourages more tips. According to Jason Willingham, a Tulsa department officer, Facebook, whether you're a fan of it or not, definitely gives us another medium to get our message out there. And Facebook is also improving voting rates. According to Nature, an international journal of science, in 2010, an extra 340,000 people came out for the congressional elections because Facebook posted a reminder to all of its users. So when you logged into Facebook on your homepage, there was a reminder. However, there's also an unfortunate growing trend of teens posting suicide notes on Facebook. And while this is terrible to see or to think about happening, there's also a positive to this. The average user on Facebook has 130 friends. If someone is reaching out, that's 130 extra people that could see it and could help the user get the help that they need. This access to a large audience via Facebook is a new tactic used by many professional groups. And it's already making our community safer and helping save lives. In conclusion, we see why Facebook is so important, the benefits that it brings, and how groups are using it as a tool. So whether it's Facebook stalking your friends or stalking an at-large criminal, I hope you'll agree with me that this is way too important of an online culture